Here's a jaw-dropping fact that might just stop you mid-scroll. Sears, the retail giant that once employed more Americans than the U.S. military, now has fewer stores than there are Starbucks in just Manhattan. Hard to believe, right? A company that practically built the American middle class is now down to only 11 stores across the entire country. That's not just a decline, that's the dramatic fall of an empire. But Sears isn't alone in this retail freefall. In the past year alone, over 3,200 major retail stores have permanently shut their doors. We're talking big names here. CVS, they're axing 900 stores. Walgreens, 1,200 locations gone. Even Dollar Tree is saying goodbye to hundreds of Family Dollar stores. And let's be clear, these aren't the struggling, dusty outlets on the edge of town. These are well-trafficked, profitable stores in busy shopping centers. So what's going on? It's not about the pandemic anymore. This is the retail landscape collapsing under its own weight. High rents, once justified by constant foot traffic, now feel like financial traps. And let's not forget the rise of organized theft rings. Criminal groups are literally stealing stores out of business. Meanwhile, an entire generation has swapped shopping bags for shipping boxes. What we're witnessing right now is nothing less than the slow demolition of America's oversized retail footprint. And the signs are everywhere. Let's break it down. Number 1, Walmart. Yes, even the king of retail is backing away. They're closing stores in 6 different states. California alone is losing 6 locations. And this isn't just a corporate strategy shift. These closures are being driven by theft. Organized retail crime has become such a massive problem that even Walmart can't justify keeping some stores open. Number 2, Amazon Fresh. Now here's some irony. Amazon, the very company that disrupted physical retail, is shutting down its own grocery stores. Locations in California and Virginia are being scrapped. If Amazon, with its endless cash and cutting-edge logistics, can't make brick-and-mortar grocery work, who can? Grocery profit margins are razor-thin, just 1 to 3%. And with theft up 25% in 2 years, many stores are bleeding cash. Number 3, Walgreens. By 2027, they'll have closed 2,150 locations. That's nearly a quarter of their stores. This will leave vast areas of the country without easy access to a pharmacy, especially hitting low-income neighborhoods. With younger customers switching to online prescription deliveries, Walgreens is left serving an aging population with shrinking profits and growing costs. Number 4, Macy's, an American icon. But now, even Macy's is hitting the panic button. 65 stores will be gone by early 2025. Why does that matter? Because Macy's often anchors entire shopping malls. When a Macy's shuts down, the whole mall feels it. It's like removing the foundation from a building. Number 5, Best Buy. They were the comeback kids after surviving Amazon's rise by focusing on service. But now, they're closing 24 stores this year, and another 15 are set to go in 2025. Why? People just aren't upgrading tech as fast anymore. TVs now last a decade, and smartphones, once an every 2-year splurge, are getting stretched to 3 or more. On top of that, brands like Apple and Samsung are cutting out the middleman and opening their own stores. Number 6, 7-Eleven. This one hits differently. They're shutting down 444 convenience stores across North America. That's huge. When even convenience stores are no longer convenient, you know consumer behavior is fundamentally shifting. Online shopping and delivery apps have replaced last-minute runs for snacks or essentials. Why stop at 7-Eleven when a few taps on your phone brings everything to your door? Number 7, Advance Auto Parts. They're shutting down 523 corporate stores and pulling out of 204 independent locations. What's behind this collapse? 2 major forces. First, today's cars last longer, meaning fewer repairs and less demand for parts. Second, Amazon has basically taken over the DIY auto repair market. But here's the real game changer: electric vehicles. Electric vehicles have about 20 moving parts. Compare that to 2,000 in a gas-powered car. That means far fewer things to replace or repair. The entire auto parts industry is staring down a future where their core business just disappears. Number 8, Dollar General. Now, this one should really make you pause. Dollar stores are usually the last ones standing when the economy gets rough. But even they're feeling the heat. In January, Dollar General closed 27 stores and only opened 9. These places are built to survive on thin margins in low-rent areas with tiny staff. If they're starting to shut down, that tells you just how bad inflation and operating costs have gotten, especially in rural areas where Dollar General is off. Bright hope of department stores. Even Kohl's is scaling back, closing 27 underperforming locations. They tried everything: rewards, programs, partnerships, layout redesigns, but nothing has stopped the slide. At the end of the day, people just don't shop for clothes the way they used to. The thrill of strolling through racks has been replaced with clicking through curated outfits online. Number 10, JCPenney, another department store casualty. After surviving bankruptcy, JCPenney is still shutting down more stores, 8 more to be exact. Their core problem? The whole concept of a department store is outdated. Why walk through multiple sections when your phone can show you exactly what you want in seconds? Discovery shopping is dead. It's all about hyper-targeted recommendations now. Number 11, Foot Locker. This one hurts for sneakerheads. Over 400 stores are closing by 2026. And it's not just about the shoes, it's about culture. The mall used to be a social space where sneaker drops were events. Now, sneaker culture lives on apps, in Discord chats, and on Instagram. The physical experience is being replaced by digital hype and exclusive online releases. Number 12, Party City. The party is over, literally. Every single Party City store is shutting down by February 28th, 2025. The company is going out of business. Specialized retail just can't survive anymore. Why drive to a party store when you can grab what you need from Amazon or Target with same-day pickup? Convenience wins and niche stores lose. Number 13, Big Lots. Big Lots went through bankruptcy and was barely saved by a last-minute buyout. But stores are still closing. Their biggest problem? An identity crisis. Were they a furniture store? A discount chain? Home decor? Customers never really knew. Meanwhile, dollar stores undercut their prices, and the middle-class customer base they relied on has been shrinking fast. Number 14, Domino's. Surprised? The pizza giant is closing up to 205 locations. During the pandemic, delivery was king. Now, it's losing its crown. The cost of delivery has surged, and customers are fed up with hidden fees and cold pizza. Ghost kitchens, meal kits, and even AI-powered food apps offer better, faster, and cheaper options. Number 15, Forever 21. The fast fashion giant is shutting down up to 200 stores. The reason? They've been outpaced by ultra-fast online retailers like Shein and Temu. These platforms pump out trendy clothes at lightning speed and rock-bottom prices, shipped straight to your door. Malls can't compete with $5 dresses delivered in a week. Number 16, Denny's. Once the go-to spot for late-night pancakes, Denny's is closing 150 restaurants by 2025. The 24-hour diner model is fading fast. Why? Crime. Rising security issues and insurance costs are making round-the-clock operations too risky and expensive. Overnight service just doesn't make sense anymore, especially when customers can grab breakfast at home or order it in. Number 17, TGI Fridays. Another classic feeling the pinch. They shut down 36 locations in January and plan to sell 9 more. And this is the brand that invented the singles bar. But casual dining is fading. Consumers are looking for healthier, faster, cheaper, or more unique experiences. And TGI Fridays is stuck in a 2005 time capsule. And if you thought things were winding down, think again. The closures just keep piling up, and the message is crystal clear. Retail as we knew it is disappearing. Number 18, Red Robin. The classic burger chain is pulling the plug on up to 70 locations. Why? The sit-down burger joint just doesn't work anymore. In a world of fast casual options like Five Guys or Shake Shack, who wants to wait 20 minutes and drop $15 on a burger you could grab in half the time? The experience doesn't match the cost or the convenience consumers expect today. Number 19, Dick's Sporting Goods. Yes, even big players in the sporting goods world are scaling back. 35 stores are closing this year alone. During the pandemic, we all bought bikes, kayaks, weights, and then we stopped. Now people are spending on travel and outdoor experiences, not gear. And for preppers or outdoor enthusiasts, fewer local options means fewer reliable sources for essential supplies. Number 20, Joann Fabrics. If you sew, quilt, or craft, brace yourself. Joann is closing all remaining stores after a second bankruptcy. It's a major blow to the DIY community. Why? Mass-produced home decor is cheaper than ever, and hobbies like sewing just aren't being passed down. Younger generations don't have the time, space, or patience for traditional crafts the way they used to. Number 21. Goodwill. Even thrift stores are struggling. Goodwill is shutting down 13 locations in California alone. When a nonprofit thrift chain can't stay open, you know something's seriously wrong. What's happening? Online platforms like eBay and Poshmark before they ever reach Goodwill shelves. Number 22. On the Border. This Tex-Mex chain just filed for bankruptcy after closing nearly a third of their 120 restaurants. Casual dining chains are being crushed from both sides. Fast casual offers similar food quicker and cheaper, and delivery apps have made it easier than ever to get great food without ever stepping into a restaurant. Number 23. Jack in the Box. Once a fast food staple, they've been quietly closing locations after their stock tanked. Here's the deal. Regional chains are getting squeezed. The big guys are dominating, and if you can't get someone through a drive-thru in under 90 seconds, you're losing money. Efficiency is the name of the game. Number 24. Del Taco. Another regional chain under pressure. One franchisee filed for bankruptcy, shuttering 18 Colorado locations and leaving just one in the entire state. These mid-sized chains are stuck. They don't have the national advertising budgets of giants like Taco Bell, and they can't lean on the hometown loyalty that helps mom-and-pop shops survive. Number 25. CosmC's by McDonald's. Ever heard of it? McDonald's launched a coffee-focused concept to rival Starbucks, but it's already scaling back, closing 3 experimental locations. The reality? Running a trendy coffee shop is insanely expensive. Fancy equipment, specialized training, premium ingredients, and customers still expect $4 prices. It's a brutal business. Number 26. PNC Bank. Banking is changing fast. PNC is closing branches across multiple states, continuing a trend that's been building for years. Why? Most people now do everything from deposits to loan applications online. Only a small group, mainly older customers or small business owners, still need to walk into a branch. Number 27. LL Flooring, formerly Lumber Liquidators. They were on the verge of collapsing before a private equity firm swooped in. Nearly 100 stores were set to close. Specialty retailers like this can't survive when Home Depot and Lowe's offer bigger selection, better pricing, and all-in-one shopping convenience. The DIY home improvement market has become a 2-horse race. Number 28. Torrid. The plus-size women's fashion brand is closing up to 50 stores as part of their streamlining plan. The reason? Online shopping is simply more appealing. It offers privacy, better variety, and avoids the awkwardness many customers feel with in-store sizing issues. Physical stores haven't kept up with the emotional side of the shopping experience. Number 29. Kirkland's. The home decor chain is quietly closing stores. Shoppers are going straight to Amazon or Target for trendy decor at better prices and faster shipping. Plus, with interior trends moving fast on platforms like Pinterest and TikTok, waiting weeks for something to ship or buying in-store just feels outdated. And finally, we come to the last wave of closures. 2 more names and 1 critical warning for anyone paying attention. Number 30. Smoky Bones. This barbecue chain is shutting down at least 9 locations, and half of the remaining ones are being rebranded into Twin Peaks, a completely different dining experience. Why the pivot? Barbecue restaurants are insanely hard to run. They need expensive smokers, highly skilled cooks, and hours of prep time. But the catch is, customers still expect casual prices. That equation just doesn't work anymore. And then there's Kirkland's, trying to stay afloat by transforming their identity through the Bed Bath & Beyond brand they acquired. But even that strategy isn't sparking a comeback. People are staying in their homes longer and remodeling way less often. The once booming home decor cycle, it's slowed to a crawl. Fewer renovations mean fewer throw pillows, candles, and wall art flying off shelves. But here's where things get real. These aren't just business decisions, they're signals. For anyone into emergency preparedness or just paying attention to the cracks in the system, store closures mean something bigger. When your local auto parts store shuts down, where do you get a belt or battery during a crisis? When pharmacies disappear, how will you fill a prescription if supply chains get disrupted? When small grocery stores vanish, what happens if the big distribution networks freeze up? This retail collapse isn't just changing where we shop. It's unraveling the local safety nets we've relied on without even thinking. Every shuttered storefront is one less lifeline when things go sideways. Here's what the smart preppers and savvy consumers are doing right now. They're tracking which stores are still standing. They're building personal connections with local suppliers. And they're pulling back from relying on just-in-time retail. Because when everything depends on next-day delivery, one delay can be catastrophic. Yes, digital convenience has made life easier, but centralization creates a hidden fragility. The fewer options we have, the more vulnerable we become. Efficiency comes at the cost of resilience. The retail apocalypse isn't slowing down, it's accelerating. The real question isn't if more stores will close, it's, will your community be ready when they do? Thanks for watching. Stay alert, stay connected, and most importantly, stay prepared.